Hi, my name is Patrick, and this video is to tell you how to score 100 percentile in DILR section of CAT. So I've scored 100 percentile in DILR 7 times in CAT. So basically know the tricks and turns to do that. So let's look at it. Now we do have courses, been running courses for MBA Entrance for more than 23 years. So fairly comfortable with different examination and how to crack it. So we have good YouTube resources if you're interested. One is Road to 100, talks of mathematics, methods, shortcut methods of how to solve things faster. You can look at it. You can look at past CAT solutions. Basically approach up by 100 percentile. Also concepts and methods that will help you score 100 percentile. Now coming to the DILR section, understand there is no predefined syllabus. I mean, you could have a weird question that could come in which you have not seen before, and it could still be part of the exam. So what they check you on in the exam is your problem solving skill. Understand the CAT examination is very beautifully defined. I mean, the way it is designed as such. It basically checks your managerial skills, and DILR checks on your how can you think logically as well as how can you solve problems, and problem solving skills is what is checked on. And you need to develop those skills so that you can actually crack the examination. So what is required to score 100 percentile? Just put a few methods. I'll elaborate these at a later slides. So first is you have to build logical mindset. I mean, you think, being able to think logically. That can be cultivated with practice. I mean, normally it is said that, I mean, if you look at chess as a logical game as such, I mean, anyone can be a grandmaster. Any average person can be a grandmaster if he puts in some 5 to 7 years dedicated practice on chess. Possible, which means it can be developed, and it can be developed with practice. Also, second thing that is important, try reducing time. If I want to score 100 percentile, I need to solve almost all the sets. Maybe not all, but almost all the sets. Okay, depending on how difficult the paper was. For example, last CAT 24 paper was easy, so I could solve all questions 66 on 66. So that was what was required. If the paper is tough, maybe not all, but still you have to reduce the time that you can solve the sets, each set, so that you can solve more number of sets. So learn techniques, methods to solve in less time. Also learn set types. You should know, okay, this is a set type and this is the format to solve it. So to arrange them in different this one. Maintain a book, like you have a formula book, you should have a book for DILR where you mention everything which is required. Also you need to be able to identify difficult level of the set. I mean, understand it's important. This is key for the CAT examination. If the paper is tough, you will not be able to solve most of the questions. So in that case, you need to be able to leave difficult questions. What you need to do. And then try to beat alternate strategies. Very important for your mental satisfaction, because when you're in the exam, you're stressed. To relieve the stress, you need to have a proper strategy in place. Right, now building each of them. How do you build logical mindset? Solve puzzles. I mean, you can do Sudoku, Minesweeper, different puzzles which are there, whichever you're comfortable. Try to solve some puzzles. One puzzle a day is what I recommend as such. Apart from that, solve 1 or 2 DILR sets every day. Okay, take a couple of DILR sets and solve every day. Focus on understanding the pattern. The key is not to mug up, but try to focus on understanding what it is, how the whole formats are, etc. So create format. So if this is the type of set, this is the format you need to create. That is what you need to do. But basically solve DILR sets, solve puzzles. Second is learn to reduce time to solve each set. How do you do it? Find out what is the time wasters, and that could be different for different people. Okay, so just listing down. Some people take a lot of time reading the set. I mean, they don't understand one round, then they read the second time, then they read the third time, etc. I remember one person who was there, he used to take 4 or 5 reading before you actually solve the set. So he completely changed it. What he did was he ensured that he would solve the set 1 or maximum 2 reading. Okay, try to do in 1 reading. 1 reading, put down the data and try to get the answer. Initially he found it difficult, but over a period of time he was able to do it. That saved him a lot of time, and that helped him to solve more questions and crack the exam. Okay. Noting down the data, how you put down the data in a proper format will make a lot of difference. That could be a time waste. A lot of people are clueless, put wrong data, and so on and so forth. Starting, people don't know where to start from. You want to start a set, DILR set, you don't know where to start, and you tend to waste time on that. If you're able to identify start, you can save a lot of time, quick time. In some sets, calculations, some people are slow at calculating, could waste a lot of time. Simple calculations should be done in the mind. Some people, when the questions are there, you solve a set, but solving the questions takes a lot of time. So identify where is the time wasters and find ways of trying to reduce that time as such. Wherever you're wasting time, reduce that time as far as possible. Remember, the key to solving more sets is reducing the time it is solving the existing sets. Also, next is try to identify set types. I mean, a different set types. So arrangement, matrix, when going the group, so many different tests. So whenever you solve a set, try to identify, oh, this is the set type this particular topic is from, this particular question is from. Okay. Also, one particular question could be from multiple set types. I mean, there could be a set which can be a combination of, say, maybe Venn diagram and games and tournament. You should be able to identify that also. Now, for each of this type, identify format. Oh, this is the type of question that come, maybe these are the formats I can use. I mean, you can have multiple formats depending on the type of questions, but yes, look at the formats for different type of questions. Having that pattern formed in your mind will help you in the exam. So I know, okay, this is the type of question which is there, this is a pattern to be solved, because easier to solve, saves you a lot of time and helps you to get the answer quickly. Form patterns, that's important, and that is formed by practice. Next is identification of difficulty level set. I mean, you may want to solve all the set, but it's always good to start with the easy set. Remember, in the actual CAT, there will always be easy set, there will always be tough sets. The easy set you can solve it quickly, the tough sets may take time. The key is first the easy set, so your mind is calm, you already got some questions in your bag, and then focus on tough sets. Starting with a tougher set may not be advisable. It could waste a lot of time and that could create more stress. I remember in one of the examination I said, okay, I have to solve all the questions, let me start from first, second, third. I started solving the first set, ended up wasting a lot of time and didn't get the answer as well because it was a tough set. Okay, which then I realized, no, I should not try to look at solving all the set, but let me pick up the easy ones and solve. Luckily, the remaining were easy, I could solve it quickly and then come back to the first set. But yes, key is start the easiest set, get 1 or 2 sets in your bag so that you're relaxed mode, and then maybe you can go on tougher set. For that, you need to be able to identify difficult level of set quickly. So learn that, learn the methods to do that, right? It makes a lot of difference in terms of cracking the section. If you can start with a proper set initially, it will help you to be in a proper frame of mind, and that could help you to crack the section. Strategies, have strategies, helps to be relaxed. Okay, if it's a difficult paper, what will you do? If it's an easy paper, what will you do? If you don't get a first set, what will you do? So moment you have strategy in place, you know what to do at different situations. So your mind is not panicked, but you know, and then you can follow a strategy. A good strategy would help you to reduce stress because you know what to do, you're not clueless. Also helps to reduce time. So between the sets, you know what to do, and therefore you can accordingly take a decisions. When to leave a set, when to solve a set, how much time you should take, all that forms a strategy, and good alternate strategies will help you to be relaxed and know how to take a decision in the exam. Last is maintain a proper book. It's important. So when you identify different kind of sets, so when you are trying to form patterns or formats, write it in a book. Specifically, a question that are very different. You come across a type of set which is very different. Okay, try to record that in the book and see how to go about solving it. So write a type of set, write a format used for solve different type of sets. Also in the book, note down the strategy. Whenever you solve test, mocks, etc., whatever DILR section, whatever strategy that you have used, write it down in the book. What worked, what did not work, and that will help you. When closer to the examination, you would want to refer this book where you have mentioned everything. So make a proper book so you can go through it as close to the exam. So you will know what strategy works for you. You will know what are different formats for different type of sets. It helps, right? So follow these. I'm sure they help you with regards to preparation. We have different courses for CAT 25 if you're looking at it, right from full course to shorter course like mentorship, Max and 1000 and DILR 1000. Interested, you can contact us, right? Thank you.